you say the price of my love is not a price that you're willing to pay. You cry in your tea, which you...
Welcome to another edition of Chef West. This time, it's gonna be nachos for dinner. Come on along for the ride and I'll show you how to make a great nacho meal. Here we go. Today, we're gonna do nachos as an entree, inspired by Mike and Kelly Jones. It's a bit of a leap of faith not having it as an appetizer. And Dave, that reminds me back in early 2000s, I think, we went to my neighbor's house when we were supposed to be house sitting and ended up doing a couple roof jumps, 30, 35 feet up. It was like 25 feet into a pool, clearing a big 15-foot gap, could have died, survived, and we're here today so we can make delightful nachos. So the first step of the process for nachos, at least the way I do it, is making the base ingredients for that guacamole, key component of delightful nachos. So I'm just giving these a little fine dice here, and my eyes are really starting a little waterworks, which is kind of like June 8th last year when Dave, you gave that best man speech, and I mean, you had me in tears. Feels like I was chopping up onions on wedding day there. Whew. So I'm gonna get these going, put them in my bowl here, and then I'm gonna move on to the next step of the guacamole, which I'll show you right now. So I'm letting my onions sit with that lime juice because I don't want to quite crack into those avocados yet. I want them to be super fresh, so there's no oxidization there. So I'm gonna move on to a couple black beans here that I think will be nice on top, just sprinkled over there. Reminds me when we were in Utah, Dave and Eric joined me on my West Coast road trip. I tried to convince them to have my most gourmet meal while camping, which is quinoa with black beans stewed together. It's a delicacy while camping, but Dave and Eric, they weren't having it. So we ended up just going mac and cheese with some big old brats, which was nice. But for today's purposes, we're gonna use a couple black beans on top. I'll hold the quinoa for you, Dave. So I just finished my beans. I'm gonna leave them here. Feeling a bit lethargic. I'm gonna grab myself an espresso. It reminds me, had an espresso with Dave once in Brooklyn. Met a very special person, Sarah Roy. It was the first time I ever met her. And we walked out of that coffee shop and Dave said to me, "That's wife material." And look where we are. Beautiful Doris with another baby on the way, happily married. It's just beautiful. Feeling nice and refreshed after that espresso. Time to lay out the chips. Whew. Yeah, sweating. Record highs in San Francisco yesterday and the day before, or close to it, very hot. And we had a thunderstorm today with rain, which is crazy. Dave, remember when we did that camping trip on Lake George? Rain for 4 straight days, downpours. Good times though. That's looking pretty good. I think the next step is a little cheese on top. Now it's time to cheese the chips. So we're doing a kind of combo cheddar with some mozzarella. And this mozzarella is from Wisconsin, somebody's home state. The first time I met Dave was because in 4th grade, my dad was the soccer coach of the Hurricanes. And he was drafting the team and he saw someone that was from Wisconsin. My dad thought, this is interesting. This guy's from Wisconsin, we should give him a try. And that's what started a budding friendship. Now I'm gonna be nice and liberal here for 2 reasons. 1, I want it to be cheesy. But 2, I wanna support these Wisconsin farmers. So we're getting closer here, so I'm gonna start the avocados. We decided we're gonna do vegetarian nachos today. No pork or chicken on top, no grilled chicken on top. Remember that chicken salad we made in Martinique when we went there? I loved it, Kara loved it, Dave loved it, Sarah didn't love it. Man, that stuff is good. We should go to Martinique again sometime. But in the meantime, I'll just dream of that delicious chicken salad. That was good. So here I've got my pickling trifecta for the top of the nachos. A couple of pepperoncinis, some nice pickled jalapenos, and some homemade pickled red onions. These are tasty. Kind of reminds me Remember when we went to Jacob's Pickle, Upper West Side in New York? Man, that was fun. Good memories. So I'm just putting the final touches on the nachos, and boy, do they look good. You know, as I'm putting these final jalapenos on, it's kind of metaphorical, the toppings on nachos, like memories in life. They all come together to form this beautiful, delightful dish like your life that you have now. Moving to Tallahassee with a beautiful house, beautiful wife, and beautiful second kid on the way. It's just great. But now we have to eat. Let's eat. All right, Kara, dinner is served. Tonight we have a beautiful nacho entree called Dave's Birthday Nachos.
Wow.
Let's enjoy.
Yum.
These look good. Oh, but you know what we have to do first? Let's say grace. Give me your hand.
On this day of Dave, we hope he is surrounded by great laughter, some show tunes, a DIY project, a few games of Halo, and most importantly, his beautiful family, Sarah and Doris Roy. Now let's enjoy Dave's birthday nachos on his behalf.
And the final piece for tonight is a little birthday cupcake. Just because Dave's not here doesn't mean we can't celebrate for him, right?
Should we sing?
Let's sing.
Happy birthday